Hey, ever wonder how Facebook scales autonomous testing? Want to know how to interview and hire software performance testing professionals? And do you know the 5 steps organizations can take to simplify multi-cloud security? Find out the answers to these and all other end-to-end full pipeline automation, performance testing, security testing, DevOps topics in this episode of the TestGuild News Show for the week of October 24th. So grab your favorite cup of coffee or tea and let's do this. Before we jump into it, this episode of the TestGuild News Show is sponsored by the awesome folks at Applitools. Applitools is the next generation test automation platform powered by visual AI. It increases quality, accelerates delivery, and reduces costs with the world's most intelligent automation platform. But seeing is believing, so create your free account now. So check it out now by clicking on the link in the comment down below to set up your free account. And while you're there, why not leave a comment, or subscribe to get alerted every time I release a new episode? It really does help the algorithm spread automation awesomeness to the masses. First up, automation news. The first news item comes your way via LinkedIn, and this was posted by Unmesh. I've been following Unmesh for a while. He always has a lot of great content, and this one is Facebook engineering testing at scale. So this article goes into detail how Facebook enables developers to prototype, test, and iterate on new features quickly, and how it's so important to Facebook's success. And to do it effectively, the key is to have a stable infrastructure that doesn't introduce unnecessary friction. So this article goes into ways to make your infrastructure more reliable and how to address common challenges that you face with automation testing. So the article goes into information around integration tests and infrastructure best practices, how they handle defining the test environment of Facebook, autonomous integration testing, lessons learned through deployment, and a bunch of other awesome insights. So definitely check out that article in the link down below. And one topic I think a lot of people miss out on is how to automate SEO and how SEO actually affects the performance of your website. So I found this next article via Twitter, where Dimitri posted how he just released a new blog post on automated SEO testing using Cypress. So this article is a really nice breakdown of why SEO is important and the types of things you need to look out for and how you can actually automate a lot of things as part of your pipeline when you're doing automated testing. And it just goes over what is SEO, the different factors that contribute to SEO, the key indicators you need to look for, and a good demonstration on how to actually do automated SEO verification with Cypress. Definitely another must read that I think is really critical as well. Also, do you know Automation Guild, one of the first online events in the world dedicated 100% automation testing, is back, and we need your help voting on sessions that you want to hear at this next event. And to do that, all you need to do is go to the link down below and upvote all the sessions you find interesting. And based on votes, I determine who's going to speak at this event. So definitely check that out also. So one thing we always cover at Automation Guild conferences is code quality, how to make your tests less flaky. This next article goes over why code quality is a concern for businesses, bottom liners, and programmers. And because automation testing is programming, it definitely will apply here as well. And this article goes over what is code quality, a few important factors to consider when thinking about code quality, what the impacts are of code quality, how to create a sustainable pace, and how quality code gives you a competitive advantage. So once again, definitely something everyone should be aware of. So check it out in the links down below as well. And if you probably noticed the past few years how Microsoft really has brought itself back up to one of the premier tech companies. So I always listen to their chairman and CEO anytime he talks. So this next one's from Satya on his annual letter on progress made and opportunities and why he has optimism for opportunities ahead. The reason why I put this under the automation section is he actually calls out how that Power Platform can be used to actually transform application development to allow anyone to automatically create workflows, apps, build virtual agents, and analyze data in an automated way. And they talk about the business process automation that they have to help you with your day-to-day workflows. It also covers really important factors like security, gaming, and I always think it's a good thing just to follow the leaders in the space, just to see where they see the direction going. And usually when reading these type of articles, you can get kind of indicators of maybe where the industry may be going in the future. So it's definitely a worthwhile read. So one of the last projects I actually worked on before I was laid off by my previous company was incorporating Sealights into our CI/CD pipeline. And what's awesome about technologies like Sealights is that rather than run all your things against everything as soon as you're checking code, this technology allows you to analyze results of what was checked in, and then based on that, tell you exactly which test target that exact change. So you have really a good indicator that code A and B change and that you only need to run tests Z and B to cover that. So it helps you release software quicker and faster because you're not running thousands of tests, waiting for results and having false positives. You have really targeted tests going exactly against the things that had changed in your environment. So it was one of the last things I worked at my last company. So I was really excited to see this piece of news, which is the follow the money type news item. I need some tunes playing when I play this. Anyway, so this is the announcement that Sealights has raised $30 million in funding. As I say, always follow the money because this shows you where the market is going or where our industry is going. And I really think this is a big trend that a lot of people should be taking more advantage of. Ian, one of the investors, mentioned that they're very confident with the team at Sealights and their technology and how they really believe it's going to be one of the fastest growing tech companies in software, DevOps, and QA. So if for some reason a company becomes successful in one area, you probably start seeing other copycat companies as well. So definitely something to check out if you've heard of it. I really think it can help you deliver better quality, quicker and faster using this type of technology. Next up, performance and site reliability news. I should actually call this the James Pulley section because it seems like the past few weeks, he's been in every single news item that I brought up. But this next announcement he just gave on LinkedIn is that they're publishing their second book on Perf Bytes Press called Interviewing and Hiring Software Performance Test Professionals. So you actually can pre-order it now like I'm doing. So this book is going to help you find high-value software performance professionals, which are really in demand nowadays, especially with site reliability engineering. And James is an expert in this area. So I think anytime James writes anything, it is a must read. So you can grab that now and pre-order it because I'm sure it's going to be awesome. And in another follow the money news item, software observability platform Honeycomb just raised $50 million. This is an area that I've been talking a lot about this year, and I thought it's definitely going to be it's definitely going to be a trend that we're going to see more of, and that is site reliability engineering and observability, telemetry. So Honeycomb just raised $50 million. If you don't know, Honeycomb is a software observability platform used by developers all over the world, and it helps you measure the internal state of a system by analyzing the raw data outputs to understand what may be impacting an application's performance. And this is a natural pairing with tools that you're probably familiar with if you do anything with performance testing, like APM processes. So it's a must-have technology that I think you need in place. And there's a lot of tools like Honeycomb that are coming out that can help you with observability. So something to keep your eye on. Next up, security news. So the first article that caught my attention around security this week was an article on simplifying multi-cloud security in a cloud-native world. Two items that have been really hot this year is cloud native and multi-cloud security. So this is another article that just dives in with a little more information on the keys to security cloud environments and what you need to understand and why they're not the same as normal data center operations. And this has a really good breakdown on 5 steps organizations can take to simplify their multi-cloud testing efforts. So as more and more companies move to a cloud-native world, I've been seeing this shift as well on my podcast, speaking with other test experts. So definitely get informed, check out this article to keep up to date on the latest and greatest in security and cloud-native things you need to be concerned about. So this last article in security comes your way through Richard Serrata on Twitter. And Richard talks about, he wrote, this looks like a fairly good pattern for securing your APIs. So this caught my attention when I clicked on the link. It's a really good article on best practices for securing your applications and API using Apigee. So thanks, Richard, for that tip. And while reading the article on cloud native apps, I somehow stumbled across a new tool. As you know, I'm always interested in new tools and technology. And this one I've never heard about before is called tracable.ai. And tracable.ai focuses on API security for cloud-native apps. And they also have a free plan that allows you to check it out also. So those are all the newsworthy items I found for the week of October 24th. Definitely check them all out in the links down below. And while you're there, also definitely check out Applitools, which is the world leader in visual validation testing. I've used them myself in the real world, so they're definitely a tool, a product, and a company I believe in. So definitely check them out if you haven't already. All right, so that's it for this episode of the TestGuild News Show. I'm Joe, and my mission is to help you succeed with creating end-to-end full pipeline testing awesomeness. As always, test everything and keep the good. Cheers.